Hey Thinksters, welcome to our video today. I want to talk about filtering lists. We will see how to use a lambda with the built-in filter function. But first of all, we will start with some other possibilities how to achieve it. They might not be equally Pythonic, but it's important to understand what possibilities you have and what you can do with Python. So a very basic implementation could be this one. Here we have a list containing all integer numbers between 0 and 99. And we have an empty list. Then we iterate over our list axes and we check if the current x, the current number from the list, modulus 2, if that returns 1, we have an odd number. And 1 maps to true in Python if we put it here into the if statement. So this will become true for any odd number. And then we append the odd number to our empty list. And in the end, we have all the odd numbers in our list. I will show you. Here, that's all the odd numbers from 1 to 99. And it works correctly. Then another way to do that is using a list comprehension. It's basically the same thing. We also need a loop, but it's more Pythonic to write it like this with a list comprehension. So we would do x for x in axes if x modulus 2. That's pretty much the same thing as we had before. And to show you that it works, I will print the list again and you see nothing changes. We have the same output, just what we wanted it to be. And if we put a not here, we will get all the even numbers. See, we have the even numbers here. Because if we take the modulus of x modulus 2, then we will get 0 for even numbers, and negating 0 will return true, because the 0 will be interpreted as false, so not false becomes true. That's why in this case we would get all the even numbers. Okay, but that's not what we want. That's what we want. And we have the odd numbers again. From my perspective, that's the most Pythonic way. But now, as we are talking about lambdas, I will also show you how to achieve this using the filter function with lambdas. So we need to convert the result back to a list. We will see it later again. So here first, the filter function takes a lambda, and that's our condition now. So here we should get true or false if the number is odd or even. So again, just what we had in our if statement. And we apply this lambda to all the elements from our list axes. And I will print again, odd. And you see, nothing changes. That's just what we wanted to get. I guess that's more complicated to understand for most people. So therefore, I prefer the list comprehension. But filter is a very useful built-in function, definitely. And it takes a lambda. Another word on lambdas, I showed you that you could assign a lambda to a variable. So you can write lambda x plus 1. So that's a lambda which increments a variable by 1. Now we assigned it to var and we can print the result should be 5, correct. But that's not recommended by the PEP style guide. You shouldn't assign lambdas. So if you want to have a function which you call several times, you should do it in the correct way. So define a function. Yeah, that's not a good function name, but you should do it like that. Only in occasions like this one, where the function takes another function and you will use this function only once, you don't call it several times, then you don't need to give it a name. You can use an anonymous function, a lambda. So I hope you saw that there are several ways to achieve the same result. And in this case, the filter function with a lambda wouldn't be the best way. A list comprehension would be the easiest way to, and most readable way, most Pythonic way in my opinion. But still it works. That's another way how you can use lambdas. I hope to see you in the next video. And I have a question for you also. What happens if we want to get odd and even numbers in separated lists? So if we want to do it with the filter function, we have to write it like this. And here negate it, as we saw before. Also apply it. I print both lists, just that you see that it's correct. So in this case, which of the three solutions, a loop, list comprehension, or filter function, which of those three would you use? What do you think? Tell me in the comments and see you soon.